Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are. And welcome to Scalemodeling and welcome to Sydney, raining Sydney. And a bit cooler because it's been very hot the last few days, extremely hot. So, how are we all? How is everybody? Is everybody starting to come in now? That's great. A few early birds. One particular early bird popped in and said hello, gosh, yesterday or the day before. Daniel was, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so here we are. What's happening? Let me have a quick run down through the chat. There it is. Where is he? Go for it, painting. Put that there 2 days ago, probably about an hour after I posted this live stream. So good to see. I hope you make it in this morning. Hey, if you did set your notifications, I don't see your name in chat yet, but we'll see. All right. Jeff's there. Hey, Jeff, how are you, mate? Welcome. Welcome. Andy's Andy. Why do I say that? I look at Anfield and I'm thinking, yeah. Lee, how are you, mate? Lee from Anfield. I have a problem pronouncing that word for some reason. Anfield Road. It's probably because there's a suburb here called Enfield, and it's in my head. But Anfield Road layout in the loft. It's a bit of a tongue twister. You try and say that 3 times fast. I don't know, maybe it's just my Aussie accent. Anyway, g'day, mate. Welcome. Yes, videos. Oh, we'll talk about videos. Yes, we'll get onto that. There's lots going on in there on YouTube at the moment. There he is saying hello. Hello back, mate. Welcome. Who else we've got? There's To Boldly Go Model Works, James. G'day, James. Welcome. And how are you? He says, okay, I think, which is a good sign because you need a brain to think. So that's all good. John's there from John Alex Scalemodeling. G'day, buddy. Welcome. What else we got? Yes, he is the barbecue man for sure. I noticed that. Hey, I might just start drooling every time I see him posting up pictures of what he's got going on the barbecue. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it now. I'm starting to, yeah, all right. Who else? We're going down the list. Gary's there. Hello, Gary. Welcome. Welcome, mate. What else we got? Dominic's come in. Big Dominic, hello. Good evening to you. Yeah, I was saying it was hot here. It's been very hot. Wayne's there. Hello, Wayne. G'day. Hello, Wayne. And Randy's there. Oh, you're early this morning. Made it for the beginning. Well done. Good to see you, mate. What was I going to say? Yeah, the temperature. Whew, boy, 30. It got up to 37 degrees Celsius yesterday, touching on 38. That's unbelievable for this time of the year. I loved it. It was great, but I was in the air-conditioned truck doing my delivery, so it was all right. But oh boy, and now it's dropped back down to the low 20s, although it's still 5 a.m. in the morning and dark outside. Daniel's there. Hello, Daniel. Present. Very good. Present. Did you bring an apple for the teacher? Oh, gosh. Here we got David's there. David Robertson. Hello. Good morning. I decided to put it a quick 30 minutes before the live stream. I put a quick post up on my Facebook page thinking I might just get some randoms come in too, because I got so many followers on Facebook or friends on Facebook that I don't even know. You know how it is. I thought, oh, somebody might jump in that I've never seen before. But hey, we're all welcome here. All right, I'm just getting past. I know everybody's saying hello to everybody. Ron's there. Yes, Ron's there. Greetings from Winnipeg. How are you, Ron? How's your weather today? Hey, still keeping up the world record for bike rides since late May. which was about my birthday. I think somewhere around the time of my birthday, you got that bike and went for your first ride. But good on you, mate. I'm looking forward to the ones when you're out there in the snow and the blizzards trying to pedal or ride your scooter. Eh? Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to happen, isn't it? Eh? I think for winter, Ron, I think you should get yourself a snowmobile. Yeah, I think so. I think a snowmobile. Oh gosh. Anyway, Sprue and Glue's there. Hello, buddy. Welcome. Welcome to you, mate. Welcome. Ride the Winds there. Hello, mate. Welcome. Fellow motorcycle rider, how are you? Staying upright. That's what we want. That's what we want. Skullfish is there. Gosh, that's quite a lot. We have how many? We've got 17, 13 thumbs, 13 thumbs up. Good. Get those thumbs up, people. Thank you. Let me check. Where are we? Back to here. You'll find that I'm on my new, well, not new, I'm using Microsoft Edge as my browser. That solved my StreamYard audio problems. Yeah, boy, that was frustrating. So my audio and even the picture is clearer and everything's much, much better. So, and we're going to try something a little different too. I've got planned. I'll show you some photos up on the screen. I'm going to share my screen and show you. So yeah, just started to rain. Yes, might not get out today. Oh yes, you will. Think positive. Just put a raincoat on. Even if you just do one lap round the street, you'll be right. At least you can say you got out there. You know, don't let rain stop you. I've got rain here. We're raining here this morning in Sydney, and I've got to go to the doctor's at. I got an appointment about 11 o'clock to get results of my kidney stone that miraculously just disappeared. So yeah, I certainly don't remember it coming out. A 5mm kidney stone, you'd think I'd know. But yeah, I went back last weekend and had the scans done again, and the results were sent to the doctor. So hopefully it's gone wherever, I don't know. So anyway, fall off my neck. What's this? I'm getting impatient now for this birth. Oh yeah, I reckon I would be too. Eh? God. Anyway, loving those bikes. Yeah, they're cool. Hey. Oh, we've got a bit of model talk to do, but I'm sure you're going to have to shoot through and do some video editing, because in about 5, 6, 7, 3 hours I'll be watching your video. Yes, everybody's saying hello. Anyone I've missed? I don't think so. We're good. We're all good. We've caught up. Fantastic. All right. So what was I going to do? Oh, that's what I want to show. Let me just pop that out of sight. There we go. No, that's good. All right. So just a shout out. All right. For, as you know, we've got this model happening. And it's called a, let me just get myself organized here. Oh, this is not working. Why isn't that working properly? Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. So it's the GMC Bofors 40mm gun by Hobby Boss. I'm building this as a tribute to the passing of Jim, our modeling friend over there in Thailand, and a few other people have caught on and decided to join in the build. And one in particular is Jeff Donahue there in chat, who just before, about in the last hour, well, surely in the last hour, popped up his latest video of the build. He's building it and videotaping it every day. So good on you, mate. So he's on to part 3. Part 3 just went up about, 30, 40 minutes or so ago. So Jeff, if you want to throw your own link into the description chat there to your channel, and people can get over there and watch. You did the unboxing a couple of days ago, and then you've gone on, you're doing a build every day. So it's definitely worth following. And I'm certainly following it because I'm doing the build as well. And I got to say, Jeff, thanks for the tips because I'm not going to go any faster than you. I'm just going to sit back a little bit behind you and get and build it up, because my God, you've got some brilliant eyesight there, Jeff. I swear. And Paul, hello, Paul. Just seen you popping in chat. Good morning to you. Yeah, to spot that it was only a 5-cylinder engine instead of a 6-cylinder in the kit was brilliant. I wouldn't have seen that, because you were going to do the spark plug leads, which that's an achievement on its own on something that small a scale. But then, of course, the extra problem appeared of the distributor cap, which it didn't have. But then, of course, your keen eyesight again found that on one of the sprues that wasn't mentioned in the instructions at all. There is a distributor cap. So that's good. I'm looking, but of course, only 5 outlets for the distributor cables. So I don't even know if there was a 5-cylinder engine. Does that even exist? You know, I mean, geez. So there he is. There's his chat there in there, so you can, or you all are anyway, I'm pretty sure, subscribed. But get over there and have a look at the build. And thank you for that, Jeff, jumping that into there. Now, what else? Who else is there? Andy's there. Did I say Andy? I said hello to you. Dominic's watched your videos. Yep. So that's great. Yeah. So what I want to do is just show you where I'm at in the build, because I'm not videotaping the build. I'm not going to do the series. My Tyrrell P34 Formula One car has taken up all my time at the moment. But on the side, I'm going to be building it. And so what I've done is I'll show you where I'm at. So here's some of the parts in here. So there's the rails for the frame of the truck. We've got some of the cross member pieces in there, which I've built up. That was tricky, wasn't it, Jeff? I noticed you had a little bit of difficulty with that. You had to there's a few little tips that are definitely worth following. Same with these. Be careful you don't cut off the nubs on the end of these cross member pieces. I know Jeff went and filled in all those pin marks in there, which I'm not going to do. Well, I might, now that he's done it. We'll see. I just don't think it's going to be on the inside of the chassis, so you're not going to see them, but we'll see. Jeff's detail is beyond what I have the patience for. But yeah, so that's some of the parts there. But that distributor cap, we want to see this. Here it is. Here's how small this thing. It's not listed in the instructions at all, but somehow he found. There it is. There's our 5-point distributor cap. Which, thanks for that, Jeff, because now I can put it on my little engine that I've built, which I'll show you now. I'm just going to I'll try this. I haven't done this. I've done this, but let me just sort my screen out here. Okay, now I need to share my screen, and I will show you. Share screen. One for the coil. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just 5 plug leads and 1 for the coil. Okay. All right, here we go. Share screen. And we want to go window, and I want to show that. Let's see how this works. There we go. All right, so that's the kit I'm building. And I also will mention that Nigel has received his, and just a very short time ago uploaded a video of he's doing a quick unboxing. He's also going to build it. So if you want to see an unboxing from Nigel, go over there and check out Nigel's channel. And I just saw Paul sneak in the corner there, Plastic Monkey. He's a bit busy at the moment, but thank you for jumping in and saying hello to everybody. Thanks, Paul. And say good morning to Sue for us. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, so that's the kit. This is the kit that Jim started on. It was he started building the truck from watching me build the truck that Jeff built. So it's gone cascaded down to Jim, and Jim, we all got inspired by Jeff's build, and that was his little I don't remember the name of the truck. Anyway, you know, Paul comes on, he'll know because he's got my truck. Lee's there. Oh no, sorry. Who do I see there? See, James is there. Hello, James. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Yeah, so there it is. That's what we're building. Like I said, Nigel's just put a video up showing the unboxing. It's just a short video, and he'll also be building as well. And I've also heard from Jason, Model Kit Stuff, is expecting his delivery of his as well, who's also going to build it. So yeah, I think there may be one or two others, but anyway. So let's have a look. That's that. So there's the parts as I showed you in the box that you can see a bit better than me holding up. That's where I'm at right now. That's where I've done. And we'll go across a bit more. There's the engine. So there it is, quite detailed, as you can see. It's got all the parts there. You've got your air filter on top, and your starter motor and all the rest of it. We'll just have a quick photo of it from the other side. There it is there. So yeah, the little 5-cylinder engine. All right. And you can see this. You have the option. You can mount the bonnet up or the hood up, depending where you're from, what you call it, and view the engine. So it's probably worth doing some bit of detail work, which I plan to do. I'm just going to show you another picture. No, I'm going to have to go back this way, sorry. And there it is there. Right, so here it is painted up. Now, that is just undercoated, all right? And it doesn't look it from the photo, but that's just black undercoat with the Outlaw Paints primer. Reason I did that is because I'm going to paint this, it's a grey. I'm going to paint it grey. And then I've got some dark iron, in which case the dark iron, I will do the air filter at the top there. I will also do the fan, blades of the fan in the iron. And then if you can see my mouse on the screen, I'm sure you can. Just give me a quick yes in chat if you can see my mouse. I'm pretty sure you can, because right there is the distributor. Okay. And this is what Jeff was talking about. So that missing part, which I'm going to have to add now, the distributor cap will sit on top of there. Okay. The other error in this thing here is, yes, you can. Good. Thanks, James. Is that is a bent piece that runs down into the engine block, which is a mistake because that should be a straight piece. But look, you can't see that. All right. So you got to, you know, draw the line somewhere. Now, the other reason is I've painted this up. I'm going to paint this completely out of the build. All right. So I'm going to detail this up. I'm going to get those other colors on there. What I'll do is all these parts go into the chassis as part of the build process. And then you mount the engine in the front. Now, I know that everything has to be painted green, and I'm actually going to paint mine with the Oscam camouflage green. It's like the same as the olive drab that they recommend pretty much, but I think this is going to look really nice. But to stop paint getting on the engine, I'm just going to wrap that and tape it up with some Glad wrap, plastic wrap, and while it's sitting in the frame and be able to spray it without getting paint on it. Because if I, it's just one of those things where it's so early in the build, the engine goes in, and yet you've got to put so much more on there before you start painting anything. So that's my plan, is to paint this and then put it into the frame, which is where these are. All right, so it's going to sit in between this, and then I'll just cover it all up in some Glad wrap, because I know Jason from ModKit Stuff does that. And yeah, so yeah, all right, so I'll stop sharing that. Let's go back to here. There we go. Okay, that worked well. I'm going to do that more often with some things I want to show pictures of. All right, so going down in chat, have I missed much other than Paul popping in? We got yes, yeah. So Jeff, yes, posted about an hour ago. He's another coming out tomorrow too. So yeah, I liked in his video how his beautiful, nice hardwood floors really great for keeping the dust down in the room. That's good. But his table's moving when he leans on it, or his chair roll slides back. I'm thinking, oh, you're going to have to get yourself a nice rug to put under there. But then, of course, if you drop any parts, it's going to get eaten by the carpet rug monster, won't it? Rather than hearing it going ding, ding, ding along and you could follow the sound. But yeah, or maybe just get some Velcro under the legs of the table and just Velcro it to the floor at the legs of the table, or probably couldn't do that to your chair. It'd be worse if you had a chair with wheels like I do, but then I'm on carpet. Anyway, oh gosh. So yeah, that's it. I'll be throwing updates of my build as I go every Friday, and but definitely watch Jeff. He's doing the whole thing and videoing it all. And I think I'm not sure. I think Nigel might just do updates like I am. We're not too sure what Jason's going to do. All right, going down the chat. Is there anything I've missed? Just checking. Yeah, looking good. Going down. Yes. Paint. What's this one? I like to use buffable iron paint. Really? Okay. Yep. See, I'm going to weather this pretty heavily too. So there's going to be a lot of mud, pretty much. I'm not going to do a diorama. Maybe I could do later, but I'm definitely going to have some mud up under the guards and around the engine underneath and so forth. But we'll see. Jeff's leading the march here, so I'm gonna copy you, Jeff, in some ways. We'll see. And Lee's put out a video running his trains on the layout. So there you go, another one there. Get over to Anfield Road layout in the loft. I said that well that time, didn't I? And check out Lee with his massive train layout up in the attic, as I would call it, as you English people must be calling it a loft. Amazon has some non-slip furniture pads that I'll be buying soon. There you go. That's good. I've got those little rubber things under my shelves, the feet of my shelves down. You can see, I can't point down there, that just stop it digging into the carpet. Yeah, that'll work. Hobby color, is it? I'll check that out. No, actually, I've already got my paints, but I'll keep that in mind. That would be interesting, because you want to get that shine would look good on the metal. David's there. Hello, David. Oh, I jumped ahead. Gary's saying hello again. Morning, everybody. Hello, David. Welcome. And Zinzan's there. Zinzan, ahoy there, mateys, hearties. Welcome, Zinzan. Welcome, buddy. Oh gosh, we got a few in, have we? 23 watching now. Thanks, guys. That's great. So yeah. So anyway, that's the tribute to Jim Stein. Pronounce it either way. I think it is Jim Stein. I never asked him, did I? I always just called him Jim when I spoke to him on the phone. Yeah, I was very close to going and visiting Jim when I was over in Thailand earlier this year. So shame I didn't get to. He was literally an hour and a half, 2 hours drive from where I was staying most of the time. Anyway, going down, who we got here? Everyone's saying hello. Lord Z. You're calling him Lord Z. I've seen that before. Why Zinzang get Lord Z? That's great. All right. Everybody's well, so that's good to hear. So let's move on a bit and have a look at, like I said, the build's coming on well. I've got all my parts. And I just built tires. I'm ahead of you there, Jeff. I actually painted the tires last night. So they're done in a tire black, Outlaw Paints, of course, tire black. Make it focus. There we go. So I did them in normal black first and then tire black. So they look really good, don't they? And you're right, there's no seams in there. They hardly need any cleanup at all. Really, really good. So, and also just a tip there for you too, if it's not too late, Jeff, do the spare tire while you're at it. Jump ahead. I'm not sure where it is in the instructions, but there's a spare tire. You may as well paint it up with the rest of them. That's why you see there's an extra one. All right. Okay. What are we looking at now? We'll quickly talk about the Tyrrell P34, because I know there's a few people watching and following on that video series that's going up. Thanks, mate. Yeah, they look good, don't they? I'm not certain why Sir James has ennobled me, though I am grateful. I still can't afford the ermine robe, though. Okay. That's great. Oh, gosh. You English people. Hey? I don't understand. Yeah. I don't get. I don't want a name. I don't want to be given a name. It's all right. Lord. When I was a gamer and played in games, like I used to do lots of computer gaming, my character's name was Lord Colcliffe. Lord Colcliffe. And the Lord was to do with Lord Buddha, and not a British Lord. And the Colcliffe, there was a place. There's a place down the south coast in Sydney called Colcliffe, right on the ocean. It's beautiful. All the houses are up on the mountainside overlooking the ocean. It's a beautiful spot. So that's who I was in my gaming days. And they do actually, yes, they give you 2 spares. Yeah, but I'm only going to do. Yeah, that's true. You could throw another spare somewhere on the back of the truck. I don't know. But yeah, that's true. And Kevin's there. Hello, Kevin. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Lord, what? Kumquat Oz. Okay, here we go. We've started something now. Oh, that sounds pretty good. We could call you the Baronet Peter of Oz. There, that's well, just Baron sounds better. Isn't a baronet a female? I don't know. Anyway, all right. Where was I? Yeah, the Tyrrell. So I'm going to give you all a bit of a preview, because I made a newbie mistake and I need some advice. Although I've already looked for advice, and Paul Price gave me some good tips. So I've done the body panels of the Formula One car. I've done the what have we got here? What's this? I am happy to now before you, my lord. Oh, that's good. Oz, what? The Great and Power Fook. Good. Yeah, that's it. Just the Wizard of Oz. Oh, thanks, James. I like that one, the Wizard of Oz. Bow. All right. So let me stop getting me off subject. Get me back in. All right. So I've done the painting of the body panels with the Outlaw Paints blue, and I've done all the decals. And I've even clear coated with the 2K Diamond Clear. All those videos are yet to come out, and you will see. And I'll give you a quick look at what that came up like. So there's one. Okay. There's the seat or the cockpit, but they call it something else in the car, don't they? But let's have a look in there. Look in the box. There they are. All right. Looking all right, eh? Looking really good. What do you think? Now, what I want to show you is what's wrong with them. Okay. From the distance on a 720p camera, they look okay. Sure. Let me just bring this piece up and have a look. So there we go. Looks good, eh? All right, the decals went down absolutely beautifully. Really went down real nice. The problem was the clear coat, all right? So if we look close, and I'll try and get this to focus. If I come in as well, now we'll get some light on this. What do we see? What do we see? Can you work it out, what I'm talking about? That's probably not the best piece to show, although they're all like this. Let me have a look at the rear. The rear wing's a good one. There we go. That's it. All right. So this is what they call in this world of spray painting, orange peel. Okay. So there we go. Orange peel. Under there, you'll see this. Under here is when I'm there. There we go. All right. So I have to fix that. And the reason I did that was I sprayed it. It was a really hot day. It was about 34 degrees. That was one problem. Second problem, the settings on my airbrush were too high and there was too much paint coming out and I was too close. And I flooded it on. Now, you're supposed to, with these Outlaw Paints 2K Diamond Clear, and any paint, like clear coats particularly, it says to do 2 wet coats, and that's it. All right. Well, I did them too wet. Yeah. And obviously it's created the orange peel effect. Okay. So go for it. Hey, Daniel's in. There he is. Welcome, mate. You made it. Yeah. So they look fine. Yeah. But they've got that orange peel happening. I've never had this before. I've never had to deal with this before. So what I've got to do is fix it. So the idea is I need to sand it. All right. And that's scaring me. I need to wet sand this stuff. Now I've got this stuff here. I think I bought this in Thailand. I'm not sure. When I was in the Tamiya shop, I'm not sure. But these sandpaper, the trouble is, it says abrasive paper, right? There they are. Is there a difference between wet and dry sandpaper? Can I use this as wet and dry? They are 8,000, 10,000. They're going up as high as what's that one? 15,000 grit. All right, 15,000 grit. These are what I need to use, I think. All right. What we got here? Let them cure and buff them. Yes, letting them cure. So Paul Price told me, advised me, I'm not touching them for a week. I'm going to leave them for a full week and let them cure. Then I'm going to carefully wet sand with about, I think it was suggested about 6,000 grit, and then go over it with 8,000 grit. I've never done this before, but I'm assuming at that point you would be able to see that all those little ripples in the paint will be coming out. They won't show anymore, right? But they will dull the paint. Okay, it's going to do that sanding. So then you need to polish it or cut. Need to cut, right? At least 2 weeks, you're saying there, Andy. Okay, look, I'm no problem. I'll leave it as long as I have to. So then I need to cut, which I haven't got any cut and polish. I do have some of this gold class Carnauba plus premium wax. Now, maybe you guys can tell me in chat, what's the difference between a wax and a polish? Is it the same thing? Or because a wax puts a protective surface over the top, but I don't think it actually brings out a shine like a polish. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. I do have a high performance wax and polish. So this would probably be the way to go for the polishing side of it. All right. I need to go buy a cutting compound, cut and polish. That's what I'm going to do today, actually. I'm going to go out and buy some car cut and polish and polish. All right. And what else are we going? You may want to put those sheets onto a pad, I would suspect. Yeah. I was thinking of using, I don't know if they're just here. Yeah. Some of the Icky Sticky products, they have sanding sponges, and I can use the back of the sanding sponge to be a surface to go across. But I want to be really careful, you know, and just do this very lightly. And then I'm thinking, James is saying, polish removes the high points, the wax fills in the low points. Okay. All right. Look, I'm not after a brilliant. I just don't want to be taking decals off. I don't want to be pushing it too hard and making a mistake. And, you know, I don't need to get that perfect mirror shine. I just want to get that orange peel off. But it's a good practice. And I'll certainly, before I move on to building my next car, whether it's the Brabham or the Lamborghini in particular, that I get my spraying better so that I won't have to go through and do this, because this put a big delay on things now, knowing that now I've got to spend the time doing this. I'm also thinking I have a Dremel tool, and I can buy polishing pads, so I can get some polishing pads for that, turn down the speed right down as low as possible and go across that, being careful. I know I've watched a couple of videos on it. Keep the pad moving, don't let it stop, have it running in the direction towards, like when you're doing edges, you know, when you're doing like say the top of this here, you want the pad coming around and down, flicking up, going that way, right? Because if you go that way, you could lift the paint on edges. So I have watched a couple of videos. No to the Dremel, says Paul, straight up. Okay, so what? Just use a cloth. Use my microfiber cloths. I've got a whole bag of them. Where is it? A whole bag of them down there. What's James say? I would try the automotive polish cut to see if it will sort out the problem without wet sanding. Would be nervous about wet sanding with so many compound curves. Yeah, you know, like these aren't just flat surfaces to do, but you can see how, look at that. You can see how, if I can get the light to shine properly and to focus as well, you know, I mean, it's probably the worst case orange peel. There you go. That's showing it there. Look at that, see? So if you think that I could just polish would take that out, I don't know. Otherwise, Paul, I'm coming to your place. I'm going to come over to your place, and you can watch. You can teach me and watch me. No? Okay, so yeah, the Dremel's probably not got too much for a model piece. Stay away. Yeah, it's only plastic, but it's not metal, is it? So, you know, Dan's there. Hello, Dan. Oh, boo, boo to you. Yeah. So anyway, there they are. Yeah. I'll 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 start on a very like the floor inside here maybe I could do in there, or the underside of the rear wing. I'll just do a little test area and see what I can do. You can see, you know, yeah, that's all good. It's all part of the experience and all learning. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, all right. Thanks for all the tips there. That's great. Yeah, David. Yeah, we'll be just finding a small hidden area to work on first is for sure. That's the way to go. All right. Now what do we got? Just checking. Right. Myself organized. I think that's it. I think pretty much covered everything. I haven't had my sip of my healthy no sugar Coke. Mm. Oh, that's good. We've got daylight outside, looking a bit cloudy. I think it will clear up. Oh, Dan's got a note from your mum for being late. That's okay. All right. No problem. You won't be sent to the principal's office this time. Very good. Um, yeah, so we'll put all this out of the way. Keeping everything covered, keeping dust off everything. Problem that Jeff will no longer have. Not so much anyway. My sandpaper. Yeah, I'm sure it's all right to use this as wet and dry paper. Put some water on it. What else we got? Oh, and I want to put a big thank you out to Mrs. Outlaw from Outlaw Paints, Jason's better half. I can say that because I know he's sound asleep and not watching because he's not a morning person. Yes, Mrs. Outlaw. For the last week, I broke out in a, God, man, I've not had a good year. I broke out in a rash all over from head to toe. I don't know what caused it, but it was really, it started off, I may have mentioned it in my last live stream. My skin was feeling really sensitive, and then like when you go and have a nice hot shower, it was like, oh my God, that feels really nice, like more than normal in the shower. But over the days went on, I started to get itchy and spots and red spots all over around my waist, stomach, arms. I thought, oh, is it shingles or something else or chicken pox? I don't know. But anyway, so I went to the chemist, and the chemist he gave me some antihistamine tablets, one a day, which didn't seem to do anything. But then I mentioned it to Jace, and his wife was there, and Mrs. Outlaw said, go get yourself some calamine spray or calamine lotion. So I did. There's calamine. And I sprayed this stuff on me, head to toe. Yes, I have. No, I haven't changed my washing powder. Nothing's changed. Like the same soap, same washing powder, nothing like that. All right. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it might have been. All right. But first, I'll just show you. So this stuff, great. this took the itch away straight away. But the problem is, watch this, right? See that? The camera's going to focus. See that? So I went completely white. I covered myself in this stuff and it doesn't dissolve. It stays like that, white. So I was covered in white powder like that. But it does work. It took away the itch. Fantastic. And then, of course, she mentioned getting some of this pine tassel soap, which I showered and used, and that helped as well. Make me smell like a pine tree, and the bathroom smells really nice. But again, that helped. And fortunately now it's gone. It's almost gone. I feel a little bit every now and then, a little twinge, like itchiness, but it's gone. And it got really quite bad. Now there's Liha. Hello, welcome, mate, welcome. So how did I get it? Well, the only thing I can think of, and I can say this on here because I know that he doesn't watch my videos, is my neighbor next door. Yeah, he came to me with a problem. His hot water system blew up, and he tried to get some people out to replace it, and they refused to come into his apartment. And he came in to see me, and he was really anxious, not well at all. And he said, oh, I want you to come into my apartment next door and have a look. And it turns out he's a bit of a hoarder. Yeah, so for the last 20 years that he's lived there, he's not thrown out anything that he's bought over those years. And everything is, I mean, you've seen those television shows. Everything is waist high. You can't see the carpet through the place. You can't get to his lounge area and the balcony. Just getting to the bathroom and bedroom means climbing over things. And there's a small trail that leads from his seat in the hallway where he sits and watches TV to his kitchen. There's a small trail to get into the kitchen. Yeah, it's in a bad state. And I just got a feeling that the day I was in there helping him clear out and make some room, at least so he could get the water heater fixed, which has been done, I think I might have got bitten by something amongst all the stuff. The place is not it's clean in the way there's no smell at all. Like food wise is all spotless, is okay, but it's just the clutter that's built up. But amazing stuff. And I know he's can't hear me, but he rang me yesterday. He actually came in here and sat with me. This happened last weekend, so before I broke out in this, he came and sat in here, and he's having an anxiety attack. I've never been with one during such a thing. And he was hallucinating, and his pulse was going, and he was he's 80, he's about 80 years old. So I was about to call the paramedics, but he didn't want me to, because a lot of it's to do with embarrassment and shame. So but anyway, that's probably, I think, where I ended up catching something that caused me breakout. So I won't be going back in there again. He's gotten help now, so that's good. I got one of the other neighbours to come and help. I was the first person he'd let into his apartment in about 15 years. So, and I had no idea he was living like that. Anyway, so he's all good now. He's got help, and he's going to get things cleaned up and tidied up. And it was funny the other day, just yesterday, he rang me and said, "Oh, do you need some spare garbage bags? I've got some spare ones if you want." I thought, okay. So at my door, he left me 4 rolls of garbage bags. And I thought, well, I think you need them more than I do. But anyway. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not going to go in there because I've just gotten over this. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. All right, So moving on. What's this one? Porridge oats in a tight sleeve when you have a bath. Huh? That sounds weird. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, certainly interesting. Sounds like a modeler's stash, Pete. Oh, mate, if that were models in there, I'd be like in heaven, wouldn't I? But no, there was nothing that I could see in model related. You know, there's quite a big. I think I saw 3 TVs from about 15 years ago, big screen. You know, they're that wide for the back on them. Yeah. Anyway, so how is everybody? What are you guys all building? What's on your benches at the moment? I'm holding these parts things. Going to move them out of the way. I need another drink. Yeah. Yeah, I'm off to the doctor today to get the results of my kidney stone to find out where it went. So that'll be good. And it says here, help stop the itching. Worked on the kids' chicken pox. Okay. But the calamine lotion was instant relief. You just had to cover yourself, and yeah, it's yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he needed. Yeah, he's been contacted. I got him in contact with some government assistance, so they're going to help him out because it's you can't live like that. All right. Um, what else we got? What do you got on there? A 132 Mini Cooper working on the body shell. Okay, already done the chassis. Very good. Yeah, Mini Cooper. They're a popular little car. People like rusting them up too. Uh, I see quite a lot of them in properties, front yards of properties when I go out driving the truck along with other trucks. Uh, yeah, you rust them and all that. Looks good. James is. I'm currently doing the Airfix short Sutherland with photo etch interior from White Ensign. Um, but you can't really see when it's finished. Fair enough. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? How much detail you go into parts that you can't see. There was somebody. I was looking at a few other truck build videos where, because I just wanted to get an idea of this vehicle and what the engine would look like, because the kit tells you to paint this, olive drab like everything else, but I'm thinking, well, maybe it was, but I just think that it'll pop a little bit more detail when you look under the hood and see, a grey engine in there with some, iron parts on it. It's just going to stand out, But a 172 Curtis Tomahawk, and you just started painting. Very good. Very, very good. And how else we got here? I'm working on my Pontiac 1966 GTO. Very nice. Pontiac. It's good. Paul Price. On the bench, Pete, is a 116 1955 Chevy Nomad with a full bore supercharged LS motor. Did you get that engine in there, mate? I think you said you had to try and fit it in there. That would look good. I'm sure you will see some photos of that. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna have a full weekend. I'm gonna work on this heaps, but not too much. I don't want to overtake Jeff. I don't want, because if I overtake Jeff, I'll miss things like the distributor cap. So there might be other things that coming up. It's like, you see my tires. So you want to paint the tires. How do you hold the tires? All right. Every part of it has to be painted. So how do you hold it? And I went through my brain trying to think, well, if I put an alligator clip to hold it, that means I've got to come back and patch up that when that dries, you know, and it's double handling. But then I thought, well, I've got these are icky sticky. They're like little cotton bud things, but they're like hard ones. And if you push it up inside the tire, it holds it perfectly. And then you spray it, and then all you do is just push the tire a little bit that way and just do the spot you missed. And you're all done in one go. So little tips like that. Jeff, you haven't painted yours yet. There you go. You can just fit them up in there. Maybe you can use something else. Matches might work. A matchstick might fit in there. I tried toothpicks, but they're too small. You know, there's nothing you can't glue to there and take off later, but there's, you know, that's stuff to do. Little tips like that. There you go. Now this one for the engine, see, there's a toothpick, right? Sorry, it's staying at not focusing, but it's actually glued on. So I glued the toothpick to the support that goes onto the chassis. All right, so it doesn't matter if that doesn't get painted, and even if it can be seen, I can just touch it up. But that holds it for me. You know, I always super glue toothpicks. And if you need a smaller part that you want to spray, fortunately everything was sprayed after it was put on the engine. But if you had to spray things separately, you can use bits of wire, tiny little pieces of wire, and glue them on, just to be able to hold them. Who we got? James has, I live quite close to the RAF Wig Bay, okay, where the flying boats were based during World War II. It was also the first kit my dad did as a Christmas present for me when I was 5. Wow, 5. Excellent. That's convenient to be close to a place like that. David has 21st Century Toys ME 109G14, trying to work out the correct paints. Okay. Yeah, that can be tricky, isn't it? Working out the paints. Yep, that's right. Whoa, chat's jumping. Slow down, people. Liha, I look at the 11,956 Chevy yesterday. Nice. Mate, I'm surprised you could even see it that small. What scale is that? I know what you mean. All right. Very nice. And Paul's going to send me a pic, which he just did. See? There we go. Let me have a quick look at what he's got. Paul Price and a photo. Oh my gosh. I'm going to show this. Wow. Hey? Check that out, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Hey? Oh, that's brilliant, mate. That is really, really good. Excellent. Excellent. And you've got Lee has on the bench a super quick low relief card kit. Something easy. That's good. Paint one side and when dry, flip them over. Yeah, I know. But see, you can do it. You don't have to do it twice. All in one hit. But yeah, I know. Audi special, having a break from larger kits. Yeah. Of course, it was a nice idea. It was my idea. Yeah, I like to share my ideas. My ideas aren't patented. Try and say that. Patent. Yes, patented. You know. Yeah. What else we got? Oh, look, Nigel's popped in. How are you, buddy? probably a long time ago because I'm way back in chat. Just watched your video and unboxing of your video for Jim. Very good, very good, mate. Excellent. Um, I was just saying earlier that I'm not going to video the build. I'm just going to show on my Friday live streams my updates of how we're going. Like everybody else, we're all going to be watching Jeff. The pressure's on Jeff. Everyone's saying hello to Nigel, which means I can skip most of the chat to see if anyone else came in that I don't know about, but it's looking good. Very good. So there we go. So yeah, so for information, I know Jeff posted it in your comments there that Jim actually did have a heart attack. It was a massive heart attack. It was I'd only spoken to him the week before because he was in the hospital getting some tests done, and one of the MRI machines he was going to get tests done, they had to reconfigure because he's a real tall guy. He's over 6 foot tall. He's about 6'2" or 3. And because Thai people are so short, they asked him to come back in a day or two, so they sent him home. And yeah, unfortunately, from what I've found out, he got up in the morning and walked out of his bedroom, and at the doorway fell into the arms of his wife and had a massive heart attack, just like that. Yeah, so terrible news. But anyway, yeah, that's what happens. But it's great. We've got a few people coming on who have decided to come along and build the little kit up there. So that's really good. And yeah, so yeah, just asking what everybody's building. What's Dan saying there? Shop here. There we go. Good. That's great. All right. So yeah, but yeah, that looks really good there, Paul. That looks fantastic. That's amazing. Yeah, I've got to catch up. I'm getting all sorts of messages coming through. Yeah, so I think I've covered just about everything I want to for the stream. We just hit that hour mark, or just gone over the hour mark. So there's probably other streams coming up. It's one of those days where everybody's putting in their premieres and live streams and stuff. So yeah, it's great. So all right, guys, I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll let you all a chance to say goodbye to each other in chat. Don't forget to watch Ron in the next few hours when he puts out his Ron Calvary's video, and we'll make sure he goes for another bike ride. And check out Nigel, of course. You all do anyway, but he's just done a great little unboxing of the little kit here, and we can check that out. Thank you for watching, everybody. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to take all your advice on the of getting all this sorted out. You know, it was just a newbie mistake. As you saw, they come up really well and they look good on camera from a distance, but the orange peel is there and it needs to be removed. So yeah, a first for me, but I will take that advice. I'll try polishing it first. I'll just lightly give a polish in a spot underneath that can't be seen, and then I'll otherwise I'll get there with some wet and dry, really 8,000 grit even. Just start light and get that orange peel ripple off. I've just never done it before, and I'm a little bit scared, but we'll see. So yeah. All right, guys. So have a great weekend when it gets to you. Obviously, my weekend's here because I start my weekends on Friday. And yeah, all good. Everybody's saying goodbye. And there we go. Great show. Thank you, Nigel. Thanks for calling in, saying good day. And don't forget, go do that. Get over Jeff there. Every day he'll be putting a video out on this kit, and they're quite available. You can buy these kits anywhere. All right, anywhere you can buy them. It's all good. All right. Plastic Alchemist is live. Oh, there you go. Get over there and check him out. Thanks for letting us know that, Dom. He's also worth watching if you got the time. Okay. All right. I will put up my exit video, and you all have a great time. Thank you all, and I'll see you next Friday. All right, or in the chats of everybody else's live stream. All right. Bye, guys.